What's up, everyone? Today, again, scope of practice comes up. I had somebody message me just asking a question related to their own area and kind of what they could and couldn't do. Of course, I'm not a regulatory board, although I am a chair on our state organization's board for physical rehab, disability, and wellness for the Occupational Therapy Association in my state. However, I'm not giving that advice to anyone as what they can or can't do. That's going to be up to your profession's organization, all that. But what I would like to say is this. I really think that there's so many professionals out there, OTs, PTs, ATCs, chiropractors, osteopaths, massage therapists, personal trainers, strength coaches. We could go on, that are all they're all bringing something to the table, and they're really great practitioners and clinicians in all those fields. And there are really some that probably aren't that great, right? And we've come across those that aren't great. We come across those that are great. And so I think that we all can learn something from each other. And there's so much overlap with so much stuff that we're all doing. It's very hard to draw a line like, no, this is what I do and this is what you do. And a lot of people say, we got to keep our value and all this stuff. And then you may have the other profession next to you over here that you're competing with that's being very aggressive and trying to take everything under the sun away from you and say, well, no, this is what we're going to do. Well, maybe that's what I'm going to do. Just to kind of be encouraging to a lot of clinicians out there, because I get a ton of messages about this. And it's really been great, all supportive. Everybody say, yeah, I work somewhere and this happened to me, and this to other professional or someone else tell me I can't do this, or I don't know what I'm doing. And in fact, you're very qualified and licensed and able to do those things. And so I think that's kind of it's really crazy to me that still exists in 2025, that people still act that way. So at the end of the day, it's all about, know your skill set. Yes, know your scope of practice, know what you should be doing, but everything's about advancing. And I made this video before. Thank goodness medicine has advanced, right? We're not still doing the same techniques that they were doing, 1,000, 2,000 years ago, whatever. I mean, it's all advanced. None of that is the same. So regardless of your profession, you don't still have to do everything the way they did it, in the middle of the woods, 150 years ago, right? Like, everything is different and it changes and progresses for a reason. And so you should be doing that. And if another profession or someone within your profession, a coworker, someone tries to hold you back from that, from what you're legal, and able to do, then just ignore them, do your own thing. And I think that's important. It's important for self-growth. It's important for professional growth. And I think it's the best practice for your patients. Our patients, all of them, deserve the best of us not to be doing the bare minimum, because one discipline or one profession thinks they can do this, own the rights to this particular thing only, and you see them across the room doing something, it's like, that's terrible. A 5-year-old could do better than that. So I think that's terrible for the patient, just because they think they're the only ones that can do those techniques or procedures or area of the body or whatever. It's just ridiculous. So at the end of the day, again, you treat the way that you know how to treat the way you want to treat what makes, the patient better, what feels right to you. Again, all within your scope and all those kind of things. I'm a fan of that. Again, I'm the first to tell you that, of course, do what you're supposed to do within your realm of what you're supposed to do. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with progressing, and there's nothing wrong with making changes and evolving your profession. So again, thank you guys so much for all the support you've given me. And until next time, thanks so much.